Back down my driveway on a Tuesday morning, I was headed for a job that paid me in 13 days for a paycheck that's already 99% spoken for. Somewhere in my house, there's a starter kit I paid, $500 for. It turns out it was literally just a kit. My name's Scott. I've had 5 restarts and 1 breakthrough. In every video, I'm going to give you one idea that actually leads to your breakthrough. Okay, here's today's idea. If you're watching this, I'm guessing that you know this feeling, right? You joined something to increase your income. 12 months later, the only thing that's really increased was your credit card balance and your collection of half-finished courses that's sitting on your hard drive. And you've heard the phrase, fire your boss, you've heard residual income, you've heard just 3 more people, and somewhere along the way, you stopped actually believing those words really meant anything. But here's the thing, you don't stop trying, right? Because quitting's not really on the table when groceries are up 30%, but honestly, your pride's on the table too. And that's the biggest thing with us, is it's a pride thing. So you keep going. And it's not because it's easy, it's because the alternative actually feels worse. You're not a quitter. So here's the thing though that nobody tells you. When you fail at one of those programs, you think one of 2 things. A, the program was incomplete. You think, there's a missing piece. Or even worse, you start to think, I must be the problem. So what you do is you close it down and then you jump right into another program, another mentor, this one's different. And you do the whole thing again. It's not a character flaw. It's the system working exactly as it was designed to work. So the fire your boss, it's a marketing line. It's not a business plan. And the dream gets sold first, but the fundamentals, they never get mentioned because they don't actually fit on a slide and they're not sexy, right? So here's today's idea. The one thing I'd go back and tell myself before I restarted that first program, so my second program, I guess, pick one problem for one person and get so specific about it that it feels too narrow. Not help people make money online, something like, I help manufacturing workers over 40 generate leads without cold calling that will build a 5-figure business. It sounds specific, but it's not. It actually will go right through all the noise that's online to reach that one specific person that you are actually trying to reach. Now, I'm not saying this from the outside looking in. I've been in the trenches for a couple of years and it feels like I've tried everything that doesn't work before finally finding the secret. I've also personally funded 3 separate opportunities that didn't work, not because I didn't try hard enough, but because I skipped this exact step every time. What I actually did was I learned that I had been skipping this one step of mastering the first step, right? If you don't master the first step, your second, third, and fourth steps are never going to work. And I've restarted multiple times. I've been figuring it out for a long time until finally it just hit me, right? I needed to actually restart for real. And that doesn't mean going through the motions. That means starting with that number 1 step of identifying your target audience and being so specific with that person. I had a mentor tell me once that your message needs to be like a dog whistle so that it filters out everybody who it's not meant for, and only those people who it is meant for hear it and they respond and they react and they join you in your business. Okay? So that's my idea for today. I want you to just hit that subscribe button and I want you to stop restarting and start building. I'll see you in the next video.